Everything you've been told about video editing is wrong. There's a new editing style breaking YouTube, and it's forcing a lot of creators to switch up their videos completely to avoid their audience abandoning them. I first stumbled into video editing and content creation a few years back. Sure, I was hoping to make an income from it, but I was addicted to spending hours and hours creating videos. But as I climbed the ranks as a video editor and then transitioned into a content creator too, I found that the natural creativity I had started to get beaten out of me by YouTube metrics, upload schedules, tight deadlines, and even video editing clients. Ultimately, the unique style, passion, and creativity that I started out with quickly got washed away. This led to me losing passion and that creative spark, and ultimately burning out in my 9 to 5 as a video editor. And I feel like my story exposes a bigger trend at play here, because we can see this across the board, with hyper-edited, fast-paced videos quickly becoming the norm. Content can quickly become soul-sucking when everything is done purely with the intention of hooking people's attention for as long as possible. When a creator blows up in their niche like Iman Gadzhi, Hormozi, or even broader scale like Mr. Beast for example, their style ripples out and is replicated by smaller creators and their editors. It becomes the new standard of what a good video should look like. This leads us to go through phases of YouTube, styles of content that become popular and lead to trends within creating and editing content. For example, the vlogging era, pioneered by Casey Neistat and was seen as the best way to build an audience for a certain amount of time. Now we've transitioned into more retention-driven, heavily edited videos, focused on not necessarily educating the audience or making them feel something, but just keeping them hooked for as long as possible. But YouTube has been flipped on its head, because the barrier to entry for YouTube used to be simply owning a camera or a smartphone. But as video quality, production value, the money in the space, and every other metric started skyrocketing, it became the norm to see TV level production on YouTube, and less of the authentic homemade videos that YouTube initially thrived on. However, a few creators exploding into virality have shown us that audiences are getting tired of hyper-edited, fast-paced and retention-driven videos, and still value the homemade style of video that feels more personal. Recently, more and more videos have been blowing up into virality that have no editing, completely raw. This is allowing creators to build audiences that feel more connected to them. And when creators do monetize their audiences by selling a product or service, they can do so with a lot better results, as they've been cultivating authentic relationships with their audience. Jay Klaus, an expert in the creator economy, says that you aren't building an audience, you're building a one-to-one relationship many times. And this is what this new trend of an unedited style of video works so well to do. For example, a YouTuber I met a while back on a podcast set called Jack Hopkins. He creates very simple screen recorded videos and makes over $1 million a year from the business on the back end of his channel. Or Charlie Morgan, who makes $1 million a month from the business on the back end of his YouTube channel. Both of these creators and tons more have completely raw videos that have very minimal editing on and have built an audience of millions. So with all this said, highly edited videos do capture more people's attention and even appeal to more people, but storytelling and creating that personal, authentic connection through unedited video can often build a more meaningful audience. So as creators and video editors, how do we actually stay ahead of this trend and continue to build our audiences? My friend Ollie is in the process of launching a personal brand. I've told him to learn Premiere Pro, I've told him to try a range of other softwares, and these editing softwares that I've recommended to him are all way too overly technical and time consuming for the very simple edit of his footage that he wants to do. And this seems to be a growing trend amongst creators that want to shorten the time and effort gap between creating content and posting it. I've recommended him to use VEED, who have kindly chosen to sponsor this video and are quickly becoming the go-to platform for keeping the capabilities of complicated editing platforms, but making the process very quick and simple. VEED has endless features, all designed around the aim of getting all of the benefits of creating videos without the hassle or skill required. They even have an AI magic cut feature, which quickly removes silences, filler words, and repeated takes, as well as tons of other AI tools like their eye contact fixer to make the full video editing process seamless. Since I put him onto VEED, Ollie's been able to create tons more content in the short amount of time he has available to do so. And ultimately, he's been able to get his message out there and grow his personal brand. Feel free to join VEED with the link in the description. So fast-paced hyper editing has a lot of benefits that are clear to see, but so does the new trend emerging of less edited content. So what is the secret sauce? What do we do? YouTube is at a breaking point. When things are at their extremes, they often defer back to the mean. But what am I talking about here? With the current YouTube landscape, fast-paced, highly edited videos have been taken too far, to the extent where content that doesn't build a connection with the audience, doesn't seem authentic, and doesn't make the audience feel anything has become incredibly popular. On the other side of things, it's clear to see the success of creators relying on very minimal editing. The solution probably isn't the answer you'd want to hear, but I believe top creators are going to defer to the mean and find the balance in between, maintaining the personal feeling of authenticity that comes with these lesser edited videos, but also the quality and production value that comes with these hyper edited videos. For example, a relatively unedited video with animations or video added in throughout where it really adds to the video or enhances the story. Ultimately, editing styles and trends will come and go, but high value content always rises to the top long term. Thanks for watching.